hands align. In red and white they always shine. With every pass it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind.
Welcome back to the Arsenal on My Mind podcast. As always, it is Spike and Mr. Sekijay.
Hello, people.
How goes it? How goes it?
Yeah, we're top of the table. Just enjoying the mountain view.
Yeah. We chose to do an episode like one day later, just so we can get that Liverpool result in, and had a real good feeling that Man U was gonna get a point in that game. I did not know they were gonna go ahead and win the game, but I mean, overall, great weekend for Arsenal.
Great weekend. Just a real quick one on Liverpool. I think today highlighted some of the concerns that some of us, had on Liverpool when the Jota news. Some of us have played sports before.
Mm-hmm.
You lose a teammate, a dear friend. Some of them is probably a brother, like that. All you need is one bad result, and it's just all that emotion is just going to come rushing in, and
Right.
It's hard. We're going to see a Jekyll and Hyde Liverpool this season. They're going to struggle to stay in the top four.
Quite a prediction.
Yeah, because it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. But that's their problem.
Yeah, I know. It's not the end of the world,
Yeah.
But like I said, I think I said it earlier as well, earlier in the season, that they were lucky. They were just kind of skating by, and everyone was saying, "Oh, when they hit their stride, they'll be even better." And Isak, which I think has destabilized them even more, trying to play to his strengths. But yeah, either way, kudos to Man U. I guess our biggest title challenge this year is going to be Man City.
And remember, this kind of game is the kind of game that Jota would have come on and scored the winning goal.
Mm-hmm.
Jota was what Trossard is to Liverpool, what Trossard is to Arsenal. That's what Jota was to Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
He was that big game player that would just come on. He was always on the injury table, but when he's fit and he comes off the bench or he starts, he scores those big goals.
Yep.
So he's a big miss, which is bad for them, good for us.
Bad for them, good for us for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
bad for humanity. We don't want to lose people like that, But in a footballing sense, good for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that Fulham game, I want to say this for sure. Last year, Arsenal wasn't winning that game.
No. I mean, the last Fulham, Newcastle, West Ham.
Bogey teams.
Those three teams last year we dropped points.
Mm-hmm.
This year, clean sheets.
Yeah.
we did not even only take apart from Newcastle that Waterman, scored that header. But the rest of them clean sheets. But all three games, 9 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
The team is a different animal now.
It is, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Fulham looks good in some spells in that game. They were brave. They weren't like playing a low block the whole game or anything like that. And we didn't look our best by any.
No, we didn't play well.
But always, the corners always come through in the clutch. And obviously it comes to surface again. Everybody's complaining about our corner. Like, dude, you're just jealous.
Well, anybody that complains about our corner, just play the song. Corner, 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 corner.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is,
it's a skill set. It's a skill set.
It is, and if it was the only way that we were scoring goals, maybe I can get the hate. But we're scoring other kind of goals too, So, but it is a weapon, and if you're hating, then go get your own weapon,
Correct.
Find
And
your own
people
niche.
forget that you got to win the corner first, right?
Right.
The other team is not just taking the ball and throwing it across the line and saying, "Oh, corner kick." No,
Yeah.
because we're putting pressure, we're actually playing ball,
Yeah.
and we win the corners. So I liked what one pundit said. He said, "Okay, so if Arsenal wins the corner, what do you expect them to do? Just take the ball and give it back to the other team? You got to do something with it, right?
Exactly.
And doing something
Exactly.
with it, So they
Yeah.
can hit all they want. When we win the trophy at the end of the season, if we do win the trophy, they're not going to write corner.
Corner merchants trophy.
No, they're who cares?
Yeah, but it's definitely a weapon, I mean, we had some chances in the game, Fulham played well. Like I said, they played well. They were not a pushover by any means, but this always happens after the international break, Like it just takes a while to get back in stride. Even our, Man City, our biggest challenges right now, they have to wait the second half to get their goals, Like it's slow to kind of build up again, which is why I'm glad that these international breaks are coming to a they're going to stop doing them as many. I guess they're going to combine it into one starting
Mhm.
next year. But either way, good results. I mean, we can't talk about the game without talking about that penalty, or I should say, the lack thereof of the penalty.
Mhm.
And I don't know how or why VAR has become this stupid thing.
It just takes too long to make their decision because
Okay,
I
also, I
personally,
mean, so
I did, I
how
didn't
can
think it was a
you,
penalty.
huh?
I didn't think it was a penalty.
It was. To me, I
No.
think it was, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. There's two reasons why the penalty, right? Okay, so all the arguments rest upon the idea that he got the ball, right?
Ball first,
He
yeah.
touched the ball. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't discount that. But if you actually look at, I mean, I was watching it, I was like, come on, this is so simple because his knee makes contact with Saka before his foot touches the ball. So by default, like you touched me with another part of your body. It's like saying I pushed you over, but then I also kicked the ball. No foul. Like no, like your foot made up with me, and then eventually you got the ball, which was fine, right? But that's the first thing. Is like you can't just say you touched the ball as a result, no foul. There are many fouls that involve hitting the ball. That's not an automatic rejection of a foul just because you touched the ball. Then okay, let's suspend all that and say, all right, fine. The rule is you touch the ball, no foul. The thing, okay, so that touch that you made, was that touch telling? It was not, right? Because if you did not contact Saka after he made that touch, Saka is just going to continue with the ball because he barely
Mm.
touched it. He didn't change the way the ball was moving to say, like the chance is gone. If he never made any physical contact with Saka, then that ball that he touched barely moves out of Saka's path, and he just continues and shoots. Doesn't mean he scores or anything. So I wouldn't call it a denial of a goal scoring or anything like that. But it's so stupid because he makes his knee, which is from behind, right? His knee hits Saka's knee first, then his foot gets the ball. Fine, okay. Even though I think that's still a foul right there. But then, okay, the touch was barely anything. Same thing happened last week or against Newcastle, right? Without Joker's penalty. Yes, Pope touched the ball, but
Mhm.
did the touch move the ball in in such a way that he wouldn't have scored either way? No. So you can't just have this precedence now. And I bet you now that we're going to put a lot of his eyes on it, Arsenal will. They're going to change it, and going forward, it won't happen again in any of the games because, like,
You're not, you're not going to see that call again.
yes, So, I
You're
mean,
not going to
that's
see
why
that
to
call
me is a
again.
penalty. Why is
But
it not a penalty to
for
you?
me,
Hmm
for me, the first glance when it happened, I was like penalty. But
hmm
the first replay I saw, I was like, that's not a penalty. And I'll tell you why.
hmm
Look, most of it, they always give the defenders benefit of doubt, right?
hmm
They are under a lot of pressure. The attacker is running at them. They are in the box. So if they make
hmm
any kind of weird play, it's a penalty. So you got a benefit of doubt. And the guy, last ditch, he stretched out his leg, stuck out his leg, tapped the ball. You
hmm
see, according to the rule, once you hit the ball first, you know, I mean, you reached out for the ball. The knee part, I have to go watch it again because I didn't see any
Hmm.
knee contact
Yeah.
before the ball contact, you know. But if they tap the ball, he tapped the ball. It's not a penalty. My own biggest thing for me was the time it took for them to come to that.
Hmm.
You know, ref was waiting, you for the VAR to get back to them. All the VAR could have just said is it's not a penalty, move on. No, not come back and review it. But well, he had to come back and review it because he had already made the call that is a penalty, right?
Exactly. Hmm.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It took too long.
Of
You know,
course.
that was my
Yeah.
own biggest thing.
Hmm.
Get on with the game. Get on with the game because we had a momentum. Get on
Hmm.
with the game. You take 6 minutes, 10 minutes, then you add it on at the end of the game. You know,
When
I
there's more
mean,
pressure at the end of
sometimes
the
it
game.
works out,
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. But I think they need to streamline the time they take up in making those decisions.
I agree. I
Um,
agree. Hmm.
but in generally, in general, we didn't play well. You know,
Hmm.
it's from a 2 weeks break. You
Hmm.
know, the team is still trying to. We're still trying to get used to Gyökeres. Gyökeres is still trying to get used to the team. You
Hmm.
know, Eze was looking lost. He
Yeah,
was
man, that
looking
was very
lazy to
disappointing.
me. You
Yeah.
know, eh, eh, yeah, and that's credit to Odegaard because ordinarily number tens are lazy. Number tens, you look at
That's
Bruno
true.
Fernandes.
That's
Look
true.
at Ozil.
Hmm.
You know, now that no, but Odegaard is the one that is redefining what a number 10 should be. A
Hmm.
workaholic number 10. Most
You're
number
right.
10, number 10 fancy players. Yeah, give me the
Hmm.
ball, get out of my way, let me pick that beautiful pass, and so number 10s have always been luxury players.
Hmm.
So uh, as a play as a typical number 10, we're not used to seeing that anymore because our number 10 is the hardest worker on our field,
Right,
on our
right.
team.
Good points. Hmm.
So I think that's what and Eze is still trying to get used to the rhythm of Arsenal because
Hmm.
his own rhythm is different.
True.
And he could care less. He could care less trying to play to the rhythm of Crystal Palace because it was with no disrespect to Crystal Palace, but it was Crystal Palace. He cannot just dismiss the team Arsenal like that,
Hmm.
you know, because he's Arsenal, and these are also great players in their own rights, But in general, that's the kind of game you take it,
Take it
you
and
run
yeah,
away,
and just go home. Yeah,
just run,
absolutely.
take it and run, take it
Yeah.
and run, take the 3 points, take the win, take the clean sheet, and run,
Hmm.
just run away.
Yep,
Look back.
absolutely.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna we're not gonna look pretty all 36 games of the
true,
season.
true.
These kind of games are volume games. Just take it, take
Yeah, like
the
I said,
point.
last year we would have drawn that game, So yeah,
Exactly.
so the 3 points was super important to to get back
Correct.
above Man City and
Correct.
obviously
And
to
our
take
defense won us
advantage.
that game.
Well, our defense wins us every game I think that we play.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
to Man City, I don't see Man City as much as a threat this season. And I'll tell you why.
Mhm.
Only one person scoring in that team.
That is
And
true.
when he stops scoring, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think I saw
The
the
rest of the
stats
season,
that he has, I
yeah,
think he
the
has
rest,
11 goals and every
yeah,
other person has one goal each.
one goal. I think
Hmm.
nobody even has 2 goals.
Yeah, no one has, that's crazy.
So when he stops scoring,
Hmm.
what's going to happen? The rest of them I have to go learn how to score again, all over. So I don't really see them as a threat like that. Um, we'll, we'll assess them in December,
Okay, okay, fair
after
enough.
Christmas or during Christmas. We'll
Yeah,
assess them.
all right.
Now they're okay. Now they're riding the momentum.
When they're winning games. Hmm.
Haaland is on the form of his career. This is the best form of his career. He
Hmm.
even said it. This
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
longest scoring streak he's had in his career.
Hmm.
So is they have Haaland, we have corner. You know.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think move on to the next game. Our next game is Champions League against
yeah. It's a
Atletico.
big game. Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big game, a real
Yeah,
test of two defensively solid teams.
yeah.
So it could
I
be
I would
boring.
play I would play Mosquera in that game. You know
Because
why?
of Spain.
No, it's not because of Spain. Uh, Atletico Madrid, oh, I mean, apart from Soloth, they don't have a big target man. And
Hmm.
Soloth has not played a lot this season. I've been studying them because I knew we were going to play them.
Right.
Um, is Julian Alvarez, and Julian Alvarez is a nimble, quick. He's not a back. He's
Right.
not a back.
True.
He doesn't back the goal. He's not a back to goal striker. He's
Yeah.
quick and nimble. So we need Mosquera that will chase him around. And
Hmm.
Mosquera against him. He's played in Spain. He
Yeah.
knows these guys. He's played against them multiple times.
Right.
You know, so I would play Mosquera in that game.
So for me, I'm more worried about. I'm not worried about us stopping them from scoring.
Mhm.
I'm more worried as if our attack is inform enough to score against them, right? Which is why I think it will be a terribly boring game, and that's just my prediction, Because if we were already in stride, if we would have had Gyökeres firing, if we still had Madueke fit, and if Odegaard was on the team and Oz and Eze at the same time, I would say yeah, we can probably unlock them, but I don't know that we can even score on them because I know that for sure they can't score on us if we play well, right? But I don't know if
Their
we can
defense,
score on
their
them.
defense is not that good.
Unless it's with a corner,
No, no, their defense is not that good.
What?
Their,
But I
their
mean, they
defense,
are. They are. They've always been good defensively.
yeah, but not the past few. Remember, I was there physically last year
That's
to watch
true.
them.
Yeah.
And I've been following them.
Yeah.
Their defense. I mean, they lost a few people. They lost Wits, not
Who?
Florian Wits, Witzel.
What's
They lost
he's an old
Witzel.
man.
No, he's a quality defender,
I know, but he's an old man.
but still, they got a few guys in, but we can score against them. I actually think it's going to be a high scoring game. You know,
Okay. Well,
um,
I predict a
but
very low scoring 1-0, 2-1 kind of game. I don't.
I think it will be a high scoring game. If anything, is can they unlock our defense?
Right. That's what
Because
I'm saying. I'm
I
not worried about
I
them scoring on
I
us.
think I think we can unlock their defense. Yeah, I think Gyökeres will even score against them.
Okay.
You know,
Predictions given. Uh,
yeah.
we kind of jumped ahead there, but either way, let's quickly do a rating for the Fulham game.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. I just went the entire back five, including Raya, all sevens.
Yeah.
Nothing. They didn't have much work to do. I gave Rice and Zubimendi 7 each. I gave Eze a 6. Just not as great as game. I forgot he was on the pitch many times.
Mhm.
Um, Got to give Trossard a 7. He scored a goal. Like I said, he's not gonna ever have a really, really low score rating ever, like Trossard. I gave Gyökeres a 6, even though he got 2 good chances. They weren't like clear chances, but he was really trying, and you can almost feel like he's starting to maybe a little bit feel the pressure of not scoring goals. So he's really trying to hit the ball hard when he
Mhm.
gets it. But and then obviously the best player on the park was Saka. I gave him an 8. No goal and 1 assist, but he was really unplayable for large parts of that game.
Mhm.
His touches, his movement, he was really, really good. On the bench, Norgard, Marino, Martinelli, they didn't do much, all sixes. I gave Mikel a 7. Very run-of-the-mill, average match out there. All sevens except for 2 players, and Saka would have man of the match at 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, say pretty similar. Um, Back five, all seven, but Gabriel gets an 8. Because he got the assist.
Oh, that's true. That wasn't Saka's assist technically. It
No, it
was
was Gabriel.
Gabriel's. Yeah.
Gabriel's assist.
Yeah.
Zubimendi 7, Rice 7. Standard.
hmm
Uh, Trossard, I gave him an 8 because he actually got the goal.
hmm
Um, Eze, I give him a standard 5 for just showing up.
5. Ooh, okay.
5. Um, Saka was my man of the match. I give him a 9.
A
Apart from
9.
apart from his crosses from the corner,
hmm
yeah, it was the one cross he got right. Um, was what led to the problem and the goal, I believe. But most of his crosses were terrible. That game, terrible. They were outrageous. But I told my son, my 10-year-old son, when we were watching the game, I said, Sessegnon is going to ask Saka for his jersey at the end of the game because Saka was turning him inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really funny at the end. Sentinel walks up to Saka and my son was like, "You called it." I'm like, "I know,
Right?
because Saka, Session will never forget this game.
Yeah.
Saka
True.
turned him inside out,
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure. And
so
he's
yeah,
no
Saka,
slouch, you know?
no,
Yeah, he's no slouch at
no, but
all.
Saka, I'm Session. If Session has an early hip replacement in his lifetime, he was good of this game because Saka was just turning him inside out. You know, so it wasn't out of place that he asked for his jersey for the
Right.
jersey. And Saka, I'm sure Saka told him when we get to the back, so Saka gave it to him.
All right.
Um, Gyökeres, I give him a 7. The effort is there. He works hard,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. He brings something that we didn't have, which is he gives defenders a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. He
He
occupies defenders.
plays behind defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our attackers used to come from deep.
Mm-hmm.
Havertz comes from deep. Jesus
Mm-hmm.
comes from deep. Those they are easier to defend against. But when you have a striker that plays off your shoulder, you have to always
No, he definitely occupies players, and that
correct.
opens up the rest of the field, So
Exactly.
I
Also
won't
opens up
be,
pockets for the rest of them.
yeah.
That's why Saka is even getting more love now, more space to
Yep.
work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because Gyökeres is there. So I give him a 7. Arteta, I give an standard 7.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got the team selection right. Um, the fans, I give them a 10. They were pretty loud.
Mm-hmm.
They were popping.
Yeah.
Merino 7, Martinelli 5, the rest of them 5, Norgard, the rest of them. It was a pretty standard game. We got the win, take the win, and we run.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, so we have Atletico Madrid, like you said, then we have after that we got Crystal Palace next.
Well,
Who
that's going
boy,
to be a tough game because
that's gonna be a game.
Mateta is on form now. He's
He I
like
put him
playing another Haaland.
I
He's on
changed it.
form.
I literally put him on my fantasy squad on Friday night,
Yeah,
and he got me a hat trick the next day. So I felt like a
nice.
genius.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I just kicked Gyökeres out of my fantasy team. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, no, he's not ready to
Yeah,
be in there.
yeah. I kicked him out. I'm not gonna say who I replaced him with, but I kicked him
I have
out.
an idea. But yeah, okay. Well, yeah. So after that, after the Champions League game, I think we are going to win, but I think it'll be a low scoring affair. Crystal Palace, that game is
What's
going to
your
be a big
prediction?
game. I said 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going for because we're home.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're home. We only have one away game this October, so it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the Emirates October for us.
Yeah.
I would go with a 3-2.
Wow. So giving them 2 goals against us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Because Mosquera is going to be playing.
That's why we're going to give up 2 goals. So doesn't that mean that we shouldn't play him based on that
No,
logic?
no. It could have been worse if he's not playing.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, so and then that game
Ideally,
Crystal
what is
Palace
in my mind? If, you know what? I'm just going to go 3-0.
3-0.
Mm-hmm. We're
Okay.
going to beat them
Well,
3-0.
now you're sticking your neck out there for sure.
Yep. 3-0. 3-0 to the Arsenal.
All right. We shall see. We'll watch that. We'll try and do a watch along of that one if we can get our schedules right. Other than that,
What day is it on a Tuesday, right?
it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's
If it's Tuesday, we can get a watch along.
let's see. When is that game here?
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah. We
Okay.
can do something.
All right. Sounds good.
Corner.
Corner.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. As always, keep Arsenal
On your mind. Let's go.
And like, subscribe, and we
Share.
now have an Instagram page, so please hop on there, follow and like as well. Arsenal on my mind is the page.
And keep the comments coming in. Keep the comments
coming for sure. We love seeing that. My interestingly, the squad that when we did a best 11 squad, by default, your squad is now the one that's there because Odegaard is injured. So, yeah. But I think most people liked my squad better. The few people that actually talked about it. So that's because you have your Gyökeres in it, I think.
Mm.
and
I saw
Odegaard.
I saw the future. I
Yeah.
saw the
You
future.
saw
I
the
saw that
future. Yeah.
the other guy was not going to be available.
Okay. Well, wish him a speedy recovery as well. So
Absolutely.
we can get him back because I think he's integral to how we play. But again,
Absolutely. That's our
until
captain.
next time, guys.
Keep Arsenal on your mind.
Absolutely.
Under floodlights build the fans align. In red and white they always shine. With every pass it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind. Oh Arsenal, you never fail. Through rain and sun our steadfast sail.